I can't see her doing something like that. She's super intelligent. I can't see her doing that.
This is the moment when Zach finds out something that shatters his world. Taylor, a friend of his wife Ashley, was found dead on their property. Although suspicion pointed to Ashley, Zach struggled to accept the shocking news. Little did he know the interrogation room held more surprises for him.
Can you tell me how you came to know Taylor?
Through working PI cases.
Okay.
She'd come over to our house every now and then. She met my wife. They became friends.
Did you guys ever have a falling out or?
Never. Taylor was not, the stuff just didn't start seeming right. She would disappear for days that you couldn't get her on the phone.
Taylor had a history of disappearing for short periods, but this time it was alarming. She had vanished without a trace for over a month before her body was discovered. Initially, the authorities brushed off her absence as routine, but the circumstances were far from ordinary. Taylor had left behind all her belongings at home, and the few messages she sent to friends were written in an unfamiliar tone and language.
So you kind of know the date that we're talking about. Have you had a chance to go back and pinpoint where you were on the 8th of September?
I went to the bank yesterday to pull my statement. I know I ate lunch at the seafood place at 9 Mile in Pine Forest. And I remember eating by myself, and I remember Ash not being able to make it because she was tied up with work.
Following Taylor's disappearance on September 8th, Zach tried to remember what he did that day. He used his debit card to buy food nearby, which supports his story. But the fact that he was alone because his wife was busy at work caught some attention. While Zach acknowledges his wife's interrogation in connection with the murder, he is unaware of her standing as the primary suspect. Authorities are not solely interested in gathering further case information, but are also investigating Zach's possible involvement or loyalty to his wife.
Do you know anything about this money that Taylor had given you all?
Absolutely not. She's never given me anything.
Do you know anything about your finances?
No, to be honest. I give her, like, when I work a case or, like, and I got a settlement from my attorney, I hand it straight to Ash. She takes care of everything.
The detective mentioned a significant sum of $34,000 that Taylor entrusted to Ashley for safekeeping. Taylor, during her divorce, wanted to keep the money away from her own accounts. However, instead of securing it as promised, Ashley diverted the funds into her own accounts. By the time Taylor requested its return, Ashley had already used up all of it. Coincidentally, Taylor made this request on September 8th. This sheds light on Zach's trusting nature towards his wife. So far, Zach has provided clear explanations regarding his whereabouts during Taylor's disappearance. However, detectives aim to completely eliminate any suspicion of his involvement, prompting discussion about the discovery of the body's location.
The property up on Britt Road, and that's owned by her aunt and uncle. When's the last time you think you were out there?
The last time I went out there is when I traded my four-wheeler for a side-by-side.
Your phone number, the 554 number, do you always keep that on you?
Yeah, I reckon.
Would you ever loan it to anybody? Or
No.
do you remember Ashley ever using it, taking it with her?
No, never.
Okay, did it ever get lost or stolen?
No, not that I recall.
Phone records were crucial in solving this case. They indicated Ashley's presence at the site where Taylor was discovered. Taylor's phone was also detected at a wedding Ashley attended the following day, yet Taylor was nowhere to be seen. Detectives aim to confirm that any suspicious activity found in Zach's phone records would indicate his involvement. Despite Zach's limited understanding of the case, he cooperated with the investigation, hoping to provide helpful answers. Detectives decided to question him further about physical evidence.
Do you own any 9mm handguns? What kinds?
A Glock.
Did you ever buy Ashley a gun or anything of that nature?
Yeah. I bought her a 380 one time,
What kind?
PPK.
Does she carry a firearm?
I haven't seen her one in quite a while.
Do you own a 38
I-
airweight?
Yes. The last thing I ever remember seeing her with was a 38 airweight, and that was, I haven't seen her with that in I don't know how long.
Did you kill or participate, or do you have any knowledge?
Zero, Jason. Absolutely none. I don't want to be nowhere near it, nothing involved with it, nothing. I know nothing about it.
The detectives are gradually increasing the intensity of their questioning. Zach has appeared calm throughout the interview, prompting the detectives to gauge whether this is due to the relaxed atmosphere or his genuine innocence. Despite the mounting pressure, Zach remains composed, displaying clear body language that suggests confidence and cooperation. He maintains eye contact, leans forward, and articulates his responses clearly, indicating his willingness to cooperate. Yet despite his efforts to appear innocent, the pressure on him continues to escalate.
What do you think happened to Taylor?
I couldn't tell you, Jason. I mean, I don't know. Nobody deserves to ever get anything happen to them like that whatsoever. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what happened to her.
As this investigation continues, whether it's text, phone records, computers, financials, is there going to be anything that hems you up or
No,
ties you
absolutely
to that?
nothing.
Well, and not just being involved in the actual murder, but as far as, afterwards.
Helping conceal. or-
If any person in this world was like, hey, Zach, come help me do something, I would run from that motherfucker as fast as I could.
Just based upon that and your knowledge of the job that we do and the job that you used to do, what's your thought?
Feelings aside,
Just logically.
I can't see her doing something like that. I mean, she's super intelligent. She's got a
master's degree.
yeah, that's just sloppy. I mean, that's sloppy shit. That's sloppy. I can't see her doing that.
Zach's mind is undoubtedly a storm of conflicting thoughts right now. Despite his hesitancy to accept the possibility, the weight of evidence against his wife is undeniable. Bank statements, cell phone records, and even surveillance footage from a hardware store paint a damning picture. Ashley's actions, including purchasing the same type of cement found in Taylor's grave, further fuel suspicion. Despite this overwhelming evidence, Zach consults with his lawyer and cooperates fully, even signing a search warrant for his cell phone records. Eventually, Zach is proven innocent of any wrongdoing and is permitted to return home. However, the fate of his wife takes a darker turn. Ashley MacArthur was sentenced to life in prison with a mandatory 25-year term and is currently serving her sentence behind bars.